This is Des. So I'm gonna talk about how I came out to my whole entire family, not just my family, but all my friends on Facebook, because that's how I came out. I came out on Facebook. So I'm gonna talk about that and how, all the responses I got and everything. So after I got my hair cut, that day, I was like, okay, I got my haircut done. Now I'm ready. I'm finally ready. So I was like, okay, should I tell him now or should I wait till tomorrow, or how am I gonna do this? I didn't know what I was gonna do, because I didn't know if I wanted my mom, to call my aunt, and then through my family, it's like everybody hears it, through the grapevine. So I was like, okay, well, do I just tell my mom to call, like I said, my aunt, and then from there to just spread like wildfire. So I was thinking, and I told my mom, and my mom was like, do whatever, you want, like whatever, like if you want to come out on your own, like, whatever, like it's your decision. So I was thinking, and I was like, okay, well, I guess the only way is coming out on Facebook. I got a lot of family on Facebook, and like I said, once one of my cousins hears it or something, boom, it's off, and everybody will know just like that. So I was like, okay, like I'm ready to tell everybody that I'm transgender and this is who I am. So okay, yeah, let's do it. So before, I posted what I was gonna say on Facebook, I wrote it down, and I thought like, okay, well, I don't want to write a huge thing. I just kind of want to keep it simple and, just say like, hey, this is who I am and I'm proud of who I am. So I'm gonna speak what I wrote down. So this is what I wrote, and I put it on my Facebook, and so it came out March 6, 2015 is when I posted it. So this is what I said to my whole family and my friends on Facebook. So yeah, it's pretty nerve-wracking, because all of my friends on Facebook, I went to high school with, and I played sports with, and so it was kind of nerve-wracking, like, okay, like, what are they gonna think, or what are they gonna say, like, what, I was nervous about that, about the reactions and what I was gonna get, because I didn't know, you go to school with these people, and some of these people, I went to, elementary school with, and, from there middle school, and from high school, and then, like I said, I play sports. So yeah, it was kind of nerve-wracking to see what, the response was, but it was very positive. So here's what I wrote. I like to say that I am very proud of who I am. I am transgender and proud. I'm glad that I can finally be true to myself. I'm so happy. I like to thank my parents and my sister for always being there for me and having my back. Also my family for being so supportive and accepting of who I am. I am lucky to have them, because unfortunately some people don't have the same support. So I'm very grateful. Also, I'd like to thank my best friend, Vanessa, You have always been there for me through everything and for being the first person I came out to and supporting me always. I am thankful to have a great friend like you. And at the time, she just had a baby, so that's why I was like, you're an amazing mom already. So thank you. I'd like to thank my coworkers, managers for supporting and accepting of who I am. And finally, if you can't accept who I am, then I don't need your ignorant, narrow mind as a friend or whatever. I love who I am as a person, and I'm finally true to myself. My God loves me inside and out. So with that said, I am very happy. And once I posted that, it was like everything was lifted off my chest. Everything that I've been keeping in for 23 years, even though I came out to my parents going on I think 3 years, actually, like July, I think next week will be 3 years I came out to my parents and my sister. But this was like me finally coming out to everybody, and everybody knowing that I am transgender, and it was a relief. I mean, keeping everything bottled up for 23 years, and finally telling everybody who I truly am and that I'm proud is such a relief, honestly. I mean, the biggest weight lifted off my shoulders, and I was just so happy that finally everybody knows, and that I can finally be true to myself. Because like I said, I never thought in a million years I would ever come out. I thought this was gonna be a secret till I don't know when, but I never thought that I would ever come out, and finally coming out and telling everybody this is who I am. Really, really happy. I'm happy. I've always been a happy person, I don't think that, I've never been really depressed, yeah, there's times, maybe like once or like, a few times where, yeah, like, sometimes I would cry, and I was like, I just wish I could come out, but I don't know why I was so scared, because I have a very open family, on both sides that are gay, and I don't know, like, yeah, there were times where I cried, because it was frustrating, and it was like, I just wish I could be me, but other than that, I mean, I've always been happy, always smiling, never really depressed or down, so yeah, I've just always been a happy person, and now that I'm finally being me, I'm like 110% more happy, and it's just really an amazing feeling coming out, honestly. I can finally be me, So anyways, finally posting that was nerve-wracking. Yeah, it was like, oh man, okay, now everybody knows, like, but it was such a relief. And just a couple of seconds later, I was just getting comments, and here are some of the stuff I got from my friends in high school. It's just like, you have my support 100%. You always have a friend in me, and other friends like saying, I support you always and forever. You're awesome. I love this post. It's not easy with all these judgmental people out here, but this right here is inspirational, and that's awesome. And from my cousins, who I love, and them sending me this was amazing. Like, I'm very, very proud of you. We love and support you in whatever decision make you happy, and always live your truth and be happy of who you are. Just getting all these comments from, like I said, my high school friends. Like, I'm happy for who you truly are. Just my family saying, we support you. I'm happy no matter what. We're family. We're always going to be there for you. We're always going to be supporting you no matter what. That right there made me truly, truly, truly happy. Having their support and all these amazing words, and people from my high school, my friends, saying this really meant a lot. It really did. And so after that came out, it was a huge relief, and as you can see, just super happy. And after that, I did get text from my best friend that was like, I'm so happy for you, and I'm always here for you, and I'm so glad you came out. So and the next day, the one that really meant a lot was my aunt. Called me, and surprisingly, it was just like, I don't know, it was just like out of the blue, but it really, really, really made me happy. Like, it touched me a lot. She called me, and she was just like, they call me Desi, so she was like, Desi, I'm so happy for you, and I'm happy, you're finally who you truly are. And sorry, getting emotional, but her just calling and saying, I'm happy who you truly are, and this is who you are, and you need to live your life being happy. And she was just praising me, like, saying it takes a lot of guts, it's a lot of courage, and that she's just really proud of me, that I came out, that I'm who I am, and I'm true to myself. And she was just like, you're gonna find somebody who's gonna love you for you, and we're family, and no matter what, we're always gonna be there for you. And that phone call, that conversation was really amazing. So I truly thank my aunt for that phone call, because it meant a lot, and it was really, really amazing. There's some it was just really amazing that she called me to tell me that. But also before I came out to everybody, before the decision, that I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell everybody. My dad called my grandma first. So my grandma was like the first one from the whole family to know. So my dad called my grandma, and my grandma was just crying, so happy, and was like, oh, I'm so happy, like, you know, she's finally, you know, who she is, and you know, you know, and she's just really happy, you know, and when I see my grandma, she smiles at me, and she's just happy, like, you know, you could tell she's truly happy for me, you know, and that truly means a lot, you know, when she calls my aunts and my uncles and is like, oh, Roger, my dad, you know, Roger has a son, you know, he has a son, and you know, you can tell that she's really happy, you know, so it just makes me really happy. All of the support that I have from my family, from my friends, it truly means a lot. And like I said, I never thought that I'd ever come out, and now I'm like, why was I so scared, you know? I had nothing to be worried about because I know they would always have my back, and they do, and they always will, and I love them, and I truly love them to death for everything, you know. And yeah, so that's how I came out to all my family and friends on Facebook, and you know, just all their love and support. Like I said, meant a lot, so I thank them. I truly do. Yeah, it really meant a lot. So I guess the next video I'm gonna talk about my first appearance. And my family saw me as Des, so yeah, I'll talk about that later. But thank you for watching this video. Subscribe, comment, questions. Thank you.